G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website and YouTube channel Kangaroo Court of Australia. Now, I've just published an article and it's titled Criticism of Israel and Zionism, Legal Under the New Hate Speech Laws, says Attorney General Michelle Rowland. And I published that on Thursday, the 29th of January 2026. And it starts off, Attorney General Michelle Rowland has said in a letter that the new hate speech laws do not restrict criticism of foreign countries or political ideologies, which would cover criticism of Israel and Zionism. This is important because it clears up some of the confusion and misreporting of the new hate speech laws, with most of the confusion because of the government's lack of a clear explanation of how the hate speech laws work and what they cover. The Sydney Morning Herald reported on the 28th of January 2026, Attorney General Michelle Rowland has advised the Australian National Imams Council, the leading body representing Muslim religious leaders, that new hate speech laws will not prevent criticism of foreign countries or political ideologies, despite concerns the laws could silence debate. In a letter seen exclusively by the Sydney Morning Herald and co-signed by the Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke, which means they leaked it to him, Rowland told the ANIC President, Iman Shadi Suleiman, that the legislation would not prevent legitimate, non-violent criticism of the actions of a foreign country or of a particular political ideologies. That is consistent with what I said in last week's article titled Australia's New Hate Speech Laws and what they mean for social media users. But many journalists and or commentators reported that the new hate speech laws infringed on individual rights when they are only targeted towards groups. But the letter by the Attorney General Michelle Rowland, co-signed by Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke, goes one step further. It says even groups can criticise foreign countries and or political ideologies, which overrides the wrong information Attorney General Michelle Rowland gave last week, as per a video I've got embedded in the article. And the video is Foreign Affairs Minister Penny Wong on 9 and the Attorney General Michelle Rowland on the ABC 7:30 report. And you can go to my website and click on that article and you can watch that video. As I previously said, the bottom line is the new hate speech laws only impact on groups, organisations and their members. The Labor government also wanted to legislate new racial vilification offences, which would have greatly restricted free speech and political communication, but they couldn't legislate it because they had no support from other political parties in the Senate. 2 people have been charged in recent days with speech crimes, and with at least one possibly facing charges under the new laws. Brandon Koschel has been refused bail for alleged hate speech at the March for Australia rally on Monday, the 26th of January 2026, after he used an open mic at the end of the rally to blame Jews for numerous problems. Koschel had criticised Israel or Zionists, he would be fine, but he decided to criticise Jews and his chances of beating the charge are not good given everything he said is on video. And Theo Nolan Isles was charged with using a carriage service to menace, harass or offend and encourage the commission of crimes. After posting on X, I hereby pledge that no person who after this date intentionally causes physical pain to any politician who voted yes to the passage of the Combating Anti-Semitism Hate Speech Bill will pay for a beer while in my informed presence. Please join me in this pledge. Theo Nolan Isles was clearly making a joke and he should have received a warning from the police at most. He is still in jail after being refused bail. With Prime Minister Anthony Albanese receiving numerous threats, including death threats, in recent months and other politicians receiving threats of violence, it is best not to even joke about harming politicians in any way, or harming anyone for that matter. It's ironic that the major driver for the new hate speech laws and the failed racial vilification offences are Israeli supporting Zionists in Australia, and they are currently complaining all over social media because Australia has cancelled the visa of Sami Yehud, a Jewish Israeli influencer who previously called for Islam to be banned. If anyone called for the Jewish religion, Judaism, to be banned, there would be complaints left, right and centre. But Zionists want to bring Sami Yehud into Australia knowing he will cause trouble. The problem for Zionists and Sami Yehud is he's on video on social media ranting like a nutter, which doesn't help their cause, but it does help justify Australia cancelling Sami Yehud's visa. The original hate speech laws, which included the withdrawn racial vilification laws, were at least partially driven to stop Australians criticising Israel and the genocide of Palestinians in Gaza, but they failed. But Australia's free speech and political communication is under attack and aligning with the Palestinians, whether we like it or not, because both are under attack from Zionists who support Israel. With that in mind, I've organised an online protest for next Wednesday, the 4th of February 2026, called Take a Picture with a Watermelon Day, in support of Palestine and to protest against laws, current and future, that restrict free speech and political communication in Australia. Now, the details of that campaign and how it will work is in the article, so you can go to my website and click on that article and you can see further details there. Now, I'm an independent journalist and I'm 100% crowdfunded from viewers like yourself. I started a campaign a while ago and I'll read it out to you. 9 weeks ago, I launched a campaign with a simple goal: find 200 new monthly supporters so I can keep on doing this work as a fully independent journalist, running this website and the YouTube channel without corporate backing or paywalls. Since then, 101 wonderful people have stepped up and become monthly supporters. That's huge, thank you. We're now at 99 to go. If you've been enjoying the work and aren't yet supporting monthly, I'd be incredibly grateful if you consider joining them. Here's the situation. Like most independent journalists, I'm basically a one-person small business. Right now, a lot of us are feeling the squeeze, just like many small businesses and their households are. To stay afloat and keep bringing you the reporting I do, I need roughly 200 more people, well 99 now, chipping in whatever they can comfortably afford each month. Anything from $3 to $100, or whatever works for your budget, makes a real difference. There's no lock-in and you can cancel or adjust at any time. If that feels doable right now, you can see all the donation options on the donations page, and there'll be a link to the donations page below this video on YouTube. Your support, whether it's a monthly donation or one-off donation or just sharing my work, is what keeps independent voices like this one alive. And please do your bit and help shine a light on corruption and share this video on social media. And please hit the like and subscribe button and notification button. That way you get notified when I publish new videos. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.